Today we will talk about pure linguistics. Pure linguistics. You guys, you can cheer with us. You can speak with us. Right. Pure linguistics. We have 5 subfields of linguistics. Number 1, yes. Number 1 هي شنو؟
Phonology.
طبعا when we analyze the language given, whether it is English or Arabic, the first thing is that اللي هن sounds هن phonemes create words and they construct with each other to create words. Now phonology studies sounds. شنو هو academic term of sounds? Academic term of sounds phonemes. ما تنساهاش بعدين phonemes. يعني academic term of sounds. We have 2 kinds of sounds, consonants and vowels. These consonants and vowels construct with each other to create words. The subfield of linguistics that studies words is morphology. Morphology studies words. Phonology sounds. هن phonemes. Okay? Morphology words. The smallest part of a word, or the smallest meaningful part of a word, is hi guys, morpheme. You should know about these terms, guys. In the academic terms, phoneme means sounds, okay? And morpheme means the smallest part of a word. In English, it's very obvious. Affixation, with a prefix, with suffixes.
Okay.
هذين morphemes, okay? These words construct with each other to create phrases and sentences. Well, there is no academic word, okay? This, the subfield of linguistics that studies or analyze sentences and phrases is
Grammar and
we can say syntax. يعني phonology, morphology, and syntax. Syntax are
phrases or sentences.
Like we had an example in English, which is I had a breakfast. The first thing that created this sentence is that it has a sounds. These sounds, we study them in phonology, and they create words. I and had here in a past tense of have, and breakfast here compound word that means a meal that we eat at the morning. So morphology studies the construction of words, only the words I in isolation, and had in isolation, and breakfast in isolation. And then we have a syntax that studies the whole sentence. The syntax, we in Arabic have we call it nahw, right? So syntax. And the morphology, as I told you, in al-aswat, morphology and al-sarf, syntax and nahw. And then we have the popular one in Arabic, which is the semantics. Semantics studies the meaning of word. Yes, semantics. Study the meaning
of
words, of a word. Okay. In isolation, by the way, you study the meaning of I which is the reflected verb of the pronoun or subject pronoun of
No.
I, and had, which is the have plus ed equal had, which is the past tense of have, which means that you eat it or you eat something and finished it. But the meaning of word, only word. Breakfast, which is the compound word that means the meal that we eat at the morning. So this is the meaning of words. Then you study the whole context, which is I had a breakfast. This subfield is called pragmatics. I said it's like pragmatics. Pragmatics. Here, the meaning of context. Meaning of context. And one of the great definition of pragmatics, as I told you, that when we study pragmatics, it means that you study the choices that the speaker or the writer make and the effect this choices made or these choices make. For example, as I told you, for example, someone who's called John, for example, when someone enter and say, "Hello, Gigi," it means they has a very close relationship between them, you know that? And we will also study the affect that this choice made. For example, he said Gigi, maybe he's not in a good relationship with them, so the effect will be harmful or negative one, not a positive one, and vice versa. This is pragmatics. Pragmatics study the choices that we make and the effect that these choices done. Okay? This is the pure linguistics. We study sounds, in phonology, words, morphology, phrases, sentences, and syntax. Meaning of a word in semantics. Meaning of the whole context in pragmatics. All the choices that we make in pragmatics. This is we call it pure linguistics. Why we call pure linguistics is that the only linguistics without intervening with the other science. When the linguistics interfere with the other science, like for example, when enter with the psychology, you know the psychology, the study of physics of the human being, for example. When linguistics with psychology means psycholinguistics. Sociology, you know sociology, the study of the society, and when it enters with the linguistics, it becomes sociolinguistics. You know, neurology. You know that neurology is, we call it علم الأعصاب. So neurolinguistics علم الأعصاب اللغوي، علم اللغة النفسي، علم اللغة الاجتماعي، هو psycholinguistics, sociolinguistics. You know that? So this is when linguistics enter with the other sciences. But here is only the pure linguistics. You study only languages. So we repeat ourselves by saying that linguistics is what? Is the science of that studies language. It's a science that studies language. It's not only a subject that we take in our institution or in the university, but it's a science that studies language. Anything and everything related to linguistics. When you are dealing with language, it's linguistics. And phonetics, it's a science for itself that studies sounds. Okay? The difference also between phonetics and phonology is very important for you guys.
Yeah.
Phonetics is a science that studies sounds, but phonology is the subfields of linguistics that studies patterns of the sounds in a language given. So this is pure linguistics. Thank you.